Okay, so I'm heading out of the studio today for a very exciting event. I'm going to be on a panel at the Creative State Summit of Victoria, I guess, which is pretty exciting. I was invited to participate in a panel discussion about creative processes for people in different fields. So I'm representing, I don't know, I guess people who paint, the visual arts. And I think it's going to be a really interesting discussion, and I'm looking forward to just talking about art and creativity with like-minded people. And you know, no pressure, there's going to be an audience and they're also going to be recording the whole panel discussion. But you know, I'm pretty good with speaking, so I'm not too worried. I'm mostly excited, so good to get out of the studio, and I'm going to head off to that now. Alright, at the Melbourne Museum, and gonna go figure out where I need to sign in and get the show on the road. Alright, so I've registered, I've got my Bejeweled name tag, which is awesome. And I've met up with a couple of the other panelists for today, and we're just figuring out where we're going to go and what we're going to say, and then it'll be game on. Okay, everyone on the panel has just arrived. Here they are. Aren't they beautiful? So we have Missy, Jack, King Ivy, Jake/Jacob, and Alex. And we're going to be chatting today about our creative processes across all our different ways of being creative. It's a good way to explain it.
Good afternoon, folks. Hello there, and welcome to our panel, Diversifying Creative Processes. Thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to talk to these wonderful, talented creative folk. I feel that they've agreed to be part of this. And I hope that from today, some of you might find some inspiration in your own creative practice, or maybe get some ideas about how you can encourage others, and in particular, how you can collaborate or encourage collaboration across not only different fields, but across different industries. Start down the end with Miss E.
Hi guys, my name is Erika, but my artist pseudonym is Miss E, because everyone just called me E, but you can't have a website that's just www.e. So and I'm a painter. I use oil paints to create sort of expressions of myself and share them with other people, but I also have a background in advertising, exhibition curation, and I also teach drunk people how to paint, which is a lot of fun.
So I'm going to start with a nice basic question. I'd just like you to kind of give us all an example of what your typical creative process might look like.
So for me, it starts with a very simple idea or thought. Normally when I'm driving, I will think of things, which is hard because you can't write it down when you're driving, when I'm falling to sleep. And it might be as simple as, oh, I really like that colour pink. I'm going to use that in my next painting. Or I really, you know, I'm having an existential crisis. How can I express that in my next painting? Something really simple. I try not to turn it into a visual too quickly. So even though I'm a painter, I normally email myself the idea in 3 or 4 words, and it might be like pink, plants, galaxy, existence, email, and then I go through and check my emails the next day or later that week, and I'm like, oh, I have a really good idea on Monday at 3 a.m. I'm going to turn that into a painting. Yeah, it works for me. And then it goes into thumbnails, which is like little sketches of what I think it will look like. And then I create a digital composite. So I'll take probably 20 different images, Photoshop them together until it looks vaguely like what I'm after. I transfer it to a timber panel. I'm using transfer paper, and then I spend like 2 months painting it in oil paints and pouring all of my soul into it. And then I have a painting that someone might like to buy. That's pretty much it.
Is what part of your process do you struggle with the most, and how do you overcome that? If there can kind of be like one small tidbit around that, that would be great. Does anyone want to kind of jump in straight away?
I think something that all creatives experience is self-doubt. And lots and lots of moments of self-doubt. It doesn't matter how confident you are or how confident you pretend to be, there's always going to be moments of self-doubt. And I think I've seen so many big memes that are like, the process of creativity is like, this is shit, this is okay, this is really good, this is shit. Like, it's being able to, when you have those moments of self-doubt, reminding yourself why you create, that you enjoy doing it, and that you're creating so that those who enjoy your creations can also get joy from them. That kind of always steers me back. So I think there's nothing technical that you can't overcome. You can always learn any skill. All skills are learnable and you just need practice. That's easy to overcome. The difficult thing to overcome is your own sort of mind, for me anyway.
Social media and kind of an online presence is a really huge part of what you do, and a lot of the way I see your work is on Instagram and other online spaces. Can you talk about how that's actually changed your work, or how it influences what you create, how you create it? Just how it influences your creative process, really, all those people online looking at you.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but anyone who's seen me walking around today has seen I've just been having my vlog camera like constantly recording everything. So it kind of changes your entire life, not only, let alone creative processes. When I first began as an artist, it was all my imagination and then creating that straight from my brain, which is very limiting. And with the internet and technology and being able to get constant feedback from people who enjoy your work is just incredibly rewarding, and also makes it probably more difficult. So you post something on Instagram, you want instant gratification, you want people to say, oh, I love this, keep making art. But they don't always say that. And when they don't, it's kind of like, should I keep making this? Should I start a new painting? Do I know how to paint at all? Am I an artist? Like, what am I doing with my life? So I think technology has a huge impact on me, mostly in a positive way. The reference imagery alone that I'm able to access online could never compare to what I'd be able to go and photograph in real life and use to inform my artwork. So I'm incredibly grateful for all the people who upload free reference imagery online. They're awesome. But sharing it on social media and recording my process, I only paint for 45 minutes at a time because that's the time-lapse extent of my camera. So it changes it in a fundamental way, which is kind of scary when you say it out loud.
Wow, that's really interesting. Do you think that those kind of boundaries or restrictions might improve your creative process or make you do things that you wouldn't otherwise do?
Absolutely, yeah. I think that limitations for me are always invigorating or help me expand what I'm doing. Whereas if you have an infinite possibilities of what you can do, I find that more restrictive than, okay, I absolutely have to paint for 45 minutes because my camera is on, it's recording, I have to upload a vlog this week, so I better make it good. The main thing for artists, I think, currently is e-commerce, which, I know that's not new, but also selling your skills to other people in terms of knowledge and learning and education. So with things like Skillshare and Patreon, any artist can jump on there and make money by sharing what they know and teaching other people, which is pretty much a game changer because you don't have to rely entirely on selling your art. You can sell your knowledge, which is really easy to give.
Right, and I imagine there would be, you could take, I guess, the skills that you get from doing that and take it into your regular creative practice.
Absolutely. So anyone who's not teaching online, who has a skill, should be teaching online, I think.
Cool. Is anyone else?
All right, that is the end of my experience with the Creative State Summit. It was absolutely awesome. I had so much fun. The panel went really well. Hopefully I didn't say anything too horrible, but I had a few people come up to me at the end of the panel and want to continue the discussion, which means that, yeah, I think people really connected with what we were saying, and we presented a different sort of perspective than a lot of the other speakers at the conference. So I think that was really rewarding, and I'm glad that we got to be a part of it. And yeah, met so many amazing people, which has been wonderful, and I feel really lucky that I was included in the panel. So thank you, Creative State Summit, for having me. And a huge thank you to Jake for coordinating and hosting this whole thing and inviting me to be a part of it.
Wow, what an amazing, incredible day that was. I'm so proud that I got to be a part of something that was larger than myself. I think as an artist, you're so often alone in your studio just working on something by yourself. And this was a really amazing opportunity to get to chat to some other creatives from different disciplines and to, be a part of something bigger. I really love being involved with the community, especially the arts and creative community in Melbourne. So many amazing people, and I feel incredibly grateful that I got to voice my opinion and that so many people connected with what I was saying and wanted to chat to me about it. So, amazing day, incredible experience, and I just feel so grateful right now. Hey folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you'd like to see more of my original artworks as well as prints, jewellery and more, please head to my website. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Facebook and all the other socials. Bye!